Assalamualaikum. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to your new class, class 9th. We are going to start our chapter number 1, that is Introduction to Biology. Fine. First of all, we should know what is biology, the word biology, how it has been derived. This biology word has two parts, and they are actually the combination of two Greek words. The first one is called as bios. What is it? Bios. Bios is a Greek word, and their meaning of it is the life or living. And the logos, the second part is logos. Bio, logos. By logos meaning thought, reasoning. It is actually what? Now combine these two words and we will find what biology is: the scientific study of life, the scientific study of living organisms. When we talk about the study of living organisms, we use the word biology. Fine. This is the basic definition for biology. Further, we will move to the next, that are called as the divisions and branches of biology. There are three major divisions of biology. The itself biology subject is divided into three major portions or division. The first one is called as zoology. That is called as zoology. It is also a combination of two Greek words. Zoo stands for animals, right? And logi, that is called as logos in Greek, and that means study, thought or reasoning. So when we talk about the study of animals, we use the terminology zoology. Okay. The next, the branch of the division of biology is called as botany. The word botany is actually for the plants. When we talk about, we study about, we investigate, we experiment about any plants, we use the term botany. Then comes the third division of biology, and it is now known as microbiology. Micro is used for the tiniest or very smallest organisms that cannot be seen with the naked eye. Fine. Microbiology. This division of biology actually deals with the study of microorganisms such as bacteria. For example, if you got any bacterial infection, you go to visit to the doctor. What the doctor says, you got the bacterial infection, but you say, I haven't seen any bacteria around me. Why? Because these are the microorganisms. You cannot see them. These are present in our air, our environment, but we cannot see them. Only under the electron microscope we can visualize them. Fine. Then comes the three aspects of life. These three major divisions are further divided into their sub branches, and there are multiple sub branches of these. First of all is the morphology. The term is morphology. Always remember, logy, you know the meaning of logy, that is for study. Morph, the term morph means form and structure. What does it mean? Form and structure. The branch of biology that deals with the study of form and structure of living organisms. Like, I would say, what is the morphology of this animal? Oh, it looks like smooth morphology, or this animal has a rough appearance. I would say it has a rough morphology. Fine. Then comes another branch of biology, and this is called as anatomy. It is the study of the internal structures of the living body. When we talk about the internal structures of living body, when we study, investigate, or experiments are taken out for these internal organs, we say we are dealing with the terminology anatomy. For example, if I want to study any internal organ like kidneys, like heart, like brain, like lungs, I am talking about anatomy. Okay. Then comes the third branch. This is given as histology. Always remember, before you're going to write, always remember the word hist means tissues, the tissues of the living body, any living organism. That can be an animal, that can be human. Hist means tissues. So the microscopic study of tissues is called histology. For example, muscle tissues, for example, heart tissues, cardiac tissues, for example, any pulmonary tissues, Then comes another branch of biology, that is cell biology. As the name indicates, the cell, the study of the structures and the functions of the cells and cell organelle is called cell biology. This branch also deals with the study of the cell division, how cell is divided, how cell is organized in our body. Then comes physiology. Physiology is the term that stands for the functions of different parts of living body. When we study about the functions of different parts of living body, we use the term physiology. Remember that, physiology. If I want to know how my heart is functioning, okay, the cardiac functions of human body, I'm talking about the physiology. How lungs are functioning in our body, we are talking about the physiology. Okay, then comes the term genetics. It is the study of genes and their roles of inheritance is called genetics. Genes, the genetic makeup of any living organism is known as genetics. Inheritance, what does it mean by inheritance? If we talk about inheritance, we say we have these characters that are very much closely look like our father or mother. They have close resemblance with them. It means these are inherited characters or transmitted characters, and inheritance means the transmission of characters from one generation to the other, So the whole study of genes, their role, inheritance, transmission of character is studied under which branch of biology? The genetics. Then comes embryology. Logy, the study, right? Embryo is actually the fetus or the minute development of fetus inside the mother body is known as embryology. When we want to study the embryonic development inside the mother or the fetus development inside the mother, we use the term embryology. It is the study of the development of an embryo to a new individual. Then comes taxonomy. The word taxonomy contains tax. The word is taxa actually, that is derived into taxonomy. Taxa means ladder or division or partition. Actually, the study of the naming and classification of organisms into groups and subgroups. When we divide the living organism into groups and subgroups, into different divisions, we are actually using the terminology taxonomy, or we are studying under the branch of biology that is called as taxonomy. Then comes paleontology. The word is paleontology. The word paleon means fossils. The study of ancient remains that had gone away, maybe extinct or maybe endangered or maybe no more in the world, but they are called as fossils. It is the study of fossils which are the remains of extinct organisms. Then come environmental biology. As the name indicates, environmental biology. The study of the interaction between the organism and their environment. How organisms are interacting with their environment. Then comes the term sociobiology, the branch that deals with the study of social behavior of the animals that make societies, how living organisms are interacting with their societies. This make the sociobiology terminology or the branch of biology. Then comes parasitology. The term para means parasite. These are actually infectious organisms that causes multiple diseases in humans. This branch that deals with the study of parasites. Can you tell me the name of any parasite? Yes, you can tell. Ectoparasites, the lice in the head. This is the ectoparasite, and what they do, they suck our blood, and they cause irritation in our head. Then comes biotechnology. The branch of biology is called as biotechnology. It deals with the practical application of living organisms to make the substances for the welfare of mankind. Always remember, living technology. Logy means study. The use of unseen or unseen microorganisms which we cannot see with our naked eye. These are the bacteria, viruses. Use of those organisms for the benefit of mankind. How we are using? If you look around in the daily life, you use yogurt in your houses, right? Sometimes you also prepare the yogurt yourself. How do you do that? Actually, आप क्या करते हैं, वो जो बैक्टीरिया आपने लिया है, वो बैक्टीरिया एक्चुअली क्या कर रहा है, फेवरेबल है. दीज आर कॉल्ड एज the good bacteria that are actually helpful in creating the favorable products, like they are creating yogurt, pickle, vinegar. All these things are being used through the process of biotechnology or in the field of biotechnology. Then comes immunology from the word immunity, right? You say when you got sick or have fever, you say my immunity is very less. So all these things related to your immunity, whether you're strong, weak, or what sort of immunity going on in your body, is studied under the branch of immunology, the study of the immune system of animals, which defends the body against invading microbes, those microbes that causes diseases or may cause you any sort of disease. Fine. Then comes entomology, the word ent means the study of insects, the insects around us, any type of insects, and this study is known as the entomology. Then comes pharmacology, pharma for the drugs, medicines, and it is the study of drugs and their effects on systems of the human body. And in the boxes, as you can see, there is written one more definition, molecular biology, that is almost related to biochemistry, that is the study of molecules of life, like water, very important for our life, proteins, carbohydrate, lipid. For the study of all these molecules of life, we use the terminology molecular biology. Parasites, if you get a question, short question, define parasites. So these are the organisms that take food and shelter from living host, and in return what they are doing, they are harming us. For example, lice, mosquito, anytime. Okay ji, next is the topic relationship of biology to other sciences, how biology is interacting with other sciences, other field of sciences like physics, maths, chemistry, geography, economics, how they are dealing with other sciences. That is very simple. As you can see the diagram below, the biology is the major science for which we are studying right now, and it is being connected to multiple sciences. First of all, it is connected to what? Biology. If it is connected to chemistry or talk about the chemistry, biology and chemistry together, they will form the term biochemistry. It deals with the study of the chemistry of different compounds and processes occurring in living organisms. For example, the study of basic metabolism of photosynthesis and respiration involves the knowledge of chemistry. How? Any chemical process that is occurring inside the living body is termed as biochemistry. Half knowledge comes from biology and half from chemistry. The chemical reactions are constantly occurring in our body. We get energy. How we are getting energy? If we talk about energy, we are actually what we are talking about the chemistry. But how that energy is being produced and used in our body is known as biology. So both fields are interlinked with each other. Fine. Then comes biogeography. It deals with the study of the occurrence and distribution of different species of living organisms in different geographical regions of the world. As we know, the world has been divided into multiple areas, southern, northern parts, and further they are divided into many subcontinents, oceans, and all these things. How every organism has been distributed and their species are being living in different areas. This biological interaction of geography is known as biogeography. Then comes biophysics. It deals with the study of principles of physics. The principles of physics that are applicable inside the living body or for the functioning of living body are known as biophysics. This branch of biology actually helps us to use the principles of physics in the application of biology. For example, there is a similarity between the working principle of liver in physics and limbs of humans and animals in biology. How? Liver, the principle of physics, liver that function, how they function, and the limbs of the animals, how they are working, they are quite similar. They look like liver, our limbs look like liver. Then comes biomathematics, biometry, also called as biometry, same is the term. Fine. It deals with the study of biological processes using mathematical techniques and tools. For example, if we have any sort of experimental work and we want to analyze the data, for if I took 20 samples and I want to analyze the 15 samples were having the malaria, 5 samples were not having the malaria, to analyze or to gather the data, what I have to use? I have to use the mathematics, and for that this branch will now known as biomathematics. Then comes bioeconomics. It is with the study of organisms from economical point of view. How? For example, the cost value and profit value of the yield of wheat can be calculated through bioeconomics. Wheat is a living thing, na? Wheat, the production and its import and export, the cost and the profit values of all these living things are studied under the field of bioeconomics. Fine. Then comes another topic that is called carriers in biology. If we are studying the carriers in biology, now we will think about what are the carriers in biology. If we are studying biology, whether we will only become doctor? No, we have so many fields for that. First one is medicine or surgery. If we are particularly strict to it, we want to become a doctor or surgeon, or we want to just deal with the medicines or study about the medicines, we will go for the field. Then comes fisheries. Fisheries is a very good field nowadays running in the biology career, and in fisheries we use professional study of fish production, their departments, and how they are being enhanced quality, quantity of fish production. Then comes the agriculture. This profession is also deals in biology, because we come to know, when we study, we come to know the food crops, the animals, the source of food, how crops can be grow in a better way. Fine. Then comes animal husbandry. This is the important definition, you must mark it. It is the branch of agriculture concerned with the care and breeding of domestic animals. Your domestic animals, livestock like cattle, sheep, how they are cared and bred. This branch is known as animal husbandry. Fine. Then comes horticulture. Horticulture, it is actually the art of gardening, how you do garden or to grow different types of varieties of plants, flowers, and anything like you can decor even your house's lawns. But this technique is called as horticulture, or this branch is called as horticulture, and it has a very good career in biology. Then comes farming. You can breed hens, chickens, and you can produce any poultry source of meat, eggs, and everything. Then comes forestry. Forestry is also a good profession. What we have to do in this profession, we have to look after the natural resources that are the forest, and how to plan and grow artificial forests for the betterment of our country. Then comes biotechnology. Again, I will describe the definition. Biotechnology, bio means living, technology means use of microorganisms for the betterment of mankind. Use the microorganisms for the betterment of kind. What we do in it, we are producing multiple things. We are producing bread, yeast, and wine, vinegar, milk, yogurt. All these productions are actually being done through this technique of biotechnology. Thank you, my students.